Hey, so I'm just charting for the week and wanted to talk through my analysis on SPX. So this is the weekly chart. I usually start with the monthly, but I'm going to start with the weekly. And first thing I notice is that we had an inside week last week. We were completely in the previous week's candle. So an inside week can mean that a bigger move is loading. But I'm also mindful that this is the first red week that SPX has had in 6 weeks. So we've had 5 straight weeks green, and then this is the first red week. And it makes me just kind of wonder like, oh, is this another rally? Now, granted, this run up that led into this one was very strong as well. So this was not just another rally right here because we moved up. We had a little bit of consolidation. You can almost call this like a little bit of a bull flag and then continue to move higher. So I am curious to see how SPX reacts after this week. Is it going to pull back harder? Is this just a little bit of healthy consolidation? Keeping an eye on it. So let's see. I already have some things charted. I have my trend line up, and we are definitely still holding above this trend line. We're still holding above the trend line. We have a gap up here. The blue is a gap that we have not filled. Oops, did not mean to move that. A gap that we did not fill yet. And I want to move into the daily just to kind of get some clearer levels of support. So on the daily, clearly got a downtrend going now, shorter term downtrend. This level here to me was significant that SPX lost. That was 43.67, 43.66. We had resistance. It was resistance here. Then we held it as support here, 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 and here. And then on this day, Friday, SPX rejected that level and turned it into resistance. So that's saying something to me. I feel like, oh, okay, what are we doing? But I think that considering how quickly we moved up that previous week, that this pullback is not unexpected. It's not surprising. And one thing about really quick moves up is that when there's not a lot of resistance that is created or support that's created, it can pull right back down pretty quickly. So on this move up right here, just got this wick. The only real support it had to hold on to was right there at 43.52. And then we have no real support until 43.38. So on Friday, we pulled pretty close to that 43.38, bounced, and we're able to hold there. I'd like to see if SPX can continue to hold 43.38 as support. If it can hold here and get the break out of this trend line, then we can head back up to 43.65, see if that level can turn into support. If it can, then I think we move back to 43.81 and up here to 43.96, and then possibly fill this gap and go back to test this stronger area of resistance up here. If we cannot hold support here, then I'd look for SPX to move back down to 43.08 and to 43.04, 43.08, and then 42.98 is an important level we had a lot of touches there. So resistance, 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 and then finally held a support right here. So 42.98, we'll see if that holds. And if not, we can move back into this chop zone right here. And then this stronger area of support down here near 42.60, 42.70. So that's what I'm looking at for this week on SPX. What I also just thought was interesting and I wanted to make a note of on SPY, moving over to SPY's chart. And I want to just, oh, I have so many drawings up. This candle here, this dragonfly doji, because it's happening at the bottom of a downtrend, this could be a sign of a reversal that SPX is getting ready to reverse and head back up. So again, I think it just depends on what happens here at this 43.38 level. If we can hold there, then I think that coupled with this candle on SPY is giving us some confirmation that we can bounce out of that downtrend. So that is my analysis on SPX for this week.